And welcome back, everybody. Here, Michael Cohen here on the Sports Talk Nation. And again, another video that's going to be audio only, as this, again, pertaining to my job at Fox Sports New Jersey, 93.5 FM, 1450 AM. And on Saturday, went to the NFL Alumni COVID Vaccination Clinic down in Paterson at the St. Joseph's University Medical Center. Very nice afternoon. It was wet. It was raining, but still a nice event. A lot of people were there and got an opportunity to speak to a couple of very big personalities, NFL personalities. Of course, former Jets quarterback, Rutgers quarterback Ray Lucas was there. Got a chance to speak to him. And also spoke to David Tyree, former Super Bowl champion of the New York Giants, and Roman Oben, who is the NFL Alumni New York, New Jersey chapter president, and, of course, a former NFL offensive lineman. Spoke to them at the event. Of course, we spoke with Sean O'Hara a couple days ago on Friday via Zoom. That video, of course, is posted. That interview also posted on FoxSportsRadioNewJersey.com. So this was my chance to sit down, talk to Ray Lucas, talk to David Tyree about the event. And with Lucas, we even got a chance to talk a little bit about Rutgers, a little bit about the New York Jets, and, of course, Zach Wilson, whether he believes that Wilson is the guy to turn things around in New York. And also with Tyree, yes, like everybody else, had to bring up the helmet catch as well. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the interviews. Ray, first of all, just tell me about how you got involved with NFL alumni and, of course, getting involved in this event.
Well, Roman Oben came to me and asked me, he said, hey, Ray, we're doing something at St. Joe's. Now, St. Joe's is my hospital. I had 19 surgeries here. So, of course, with Dr. Mack and the NFL alumni. And then I said, well, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, told me about the vaccine, asked me if I was vaccinated. I said, hell yeah, I'm vaccinated. You know what I mean? It's an important message, you know what I mean? Being an executive director, I read just about everything there is possibly to read about the coronavirus. But for every positive thing, there's 10 things on the internet that I don't believe are true.
Right.
So when he told me that he wanted me to come and talk and tell me how I feel about it, if you go to a doctor and you make an informed decision, now we live in America, it's the greatest country in the world.
Yeah.
Nobody has to get the vaccine. But at the same time, if you're informed about it, then you can make maybe a better decision. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So for me, that was more important than anything. I mean, I got 3 babies at home. Well, they ain't babies, 27, 21, and 19, all girls.
Yeah.
So there was information out there saying that you can't get pregnant. I want to be a grandfather. Ain't no time soon. No time soon. And we talked to the girls, took them to the doctor, and the doctor was like, there's no evidence of you not being able to get pregnant if you get vaccinated. And then I told my daughter, I don't mean to sound insensitive, but I said, you can't have babies if you're dead. My girls, who are grown, and we try to make sure they make grown decisions, they made the decision to get vaccinated. I mean, me and my wife, that was a no-brainer. When Roman calls me, Steve calls me, Janet calls me, it's important to come.
Yeah.
And let people know that if you have the informed decision, no matter what decision you make, it's a better decision.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. How important is a clinic like this, especially now with this wild spread that we've had last week now, like games being postponed, players being sick?
Me being a football coach in Harrison, we were blessed that we didn't have any of that. Mm-hmm. But with the new strands coming out, I'd rather be 95% protected than zero. Yeah. And with the new strands, we don't really know. A virus is always changing. That's why it's called the virus. Mutates. You know what I'm saying? So for me, knowledge is key. And knowledge is key in just about every single thing we do, especially about something that could kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm just trying to be real.
Yeah. How did this whole situation with COVID affect how you were coaching football team? First year as a coach, and now you got to deal with the pandemic as well.
I got my team 1 week before the season started because they were going to shut the program down.
Yeah.
So when I was executive director, I had people that worked for me.
Yeah.
I got 15 people that work for me. I'm not only responsible for them, but I'm responsible for their families. And I take that very seriously. I'm going to be honest with you. There were nights I didn't sleep. Mm-hmm. Kind of went through something in my place that I had to shut down the housing authority twice.
Oh, wow.
Tenants don't really tell staff and the executive director that they're corona. And after the pandemic lockdown was I was trying to get back to basics, like doing exterminations and stuff like that. And a couple of times my guys got exposed. So I had to shut down the thing, get everybody tested, and do all that stuff. So I was kind of in it.
Yeah.
In the, you know what I mean? Because I was considered essential personnel. So I was going to work every day when everybody was at home. My wife used to make me come home. She goes, you just went to work. Take all your clothes off. Here's new clothes. And at first I was like, all right, now you're taking this too far. But then I thought about it for a second. I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's right. And she did that for about a year.
Yeah.
And I get it, because she was more concerned about the babies and her at home, me coming to work every day. She doesn't know what I'm exposed to.
Absolutely.
For me with football, though, one team had to cancel because one kid got it. I mean, it's so difficult in this day and age to get kids to come to practice. Now that you got coronavirus going around, it's like their parents are kind of like, do I want my kid to play football? And this is another thing that brings me back to why I'm here.
Yeah.
If they're vaccinated, they got a better chance of not getting it.
Absolutely.
So
it's all about survive in advance, right?
That's it. I got to be here.
Yeah.
I ain't ready to go nowhere.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? 27 surgeries after I retired, I still ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm. A couple more questions.
Shoot,
just
man.
off topic. Rutgers, they fell a little bit short this year, but man, things are getting better every year now with the last couple of years.
I'll tell you this. I couldn't do the radio because of me being the head coach.
Yeah.
It really shook me, to the core. Like, I cried for 2 days because I had signed my contract 2 months before I took the job. Mm-hmm. I didn't think there would be a problem because I'm just calling the games, but there was. It hurt me, and I'm going to give you 2 real reasons. One, it's my alma mater.
Yeah.
I work with Chris Carlin and Eric LeGrand, and they're the salt of the earth, but it's still my alma mater. And then when Greg came back, I was like, shoot, I ain't going anywhere. Most of the guys that were with Greg before, like, they were there when I was in school.
Yeah.
And did they fall short? Yeah. But as you can see, our recruiting class, Greg does what Greg does best. He brings in the players. Mm-hmm. So we're only going to be going in an upward, kind of up the mountain. But it's not a sprint. Mm-hmm. It's a marathon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're in the best conference in football. So when we did the games, and I was actually going to stop doing them because I was getting tired of seeing my alma mater get there. And when he got there, when we were playing with teams that we weren't even in it at the coin toss, Greg is the guy. He was the only guy for the job. The only guy.
Yeah.
And I was, politicking, and I'm not into politics or any of that stuff. But once he got there, we're going to be all right.
Yep.
We're going to be really all right. We're going to be really all right.
They're on their way. I mean, they a lot of close games this year. Close game in Michigan. I mean, they got
that one hurt. That one hurt me the most.
Oh, man.
Between me and you and my wife, I had to get a new TV. The remote was launched. I was hot, and then to see them go as far as they went.
Yeah.
We're there.
Yeah.
It's a play here and a play there, and there was a couple plays in that game that you were like. So yeah, I launched the remote, broke the TV. That's how much I love Rutgers. But Greg is there. The players are coming. Mm-hmm. The discipline is there. I'm not knocking anybody who was there before him. That's not what I do.
Yeah.
But, class, graduation, that's all important to Greg. And that's important to Rutgers. Mm-hmm. I know there was like 5-star athletes that came in with my class. They made it maybe 2 months. Mm-hmm. And then they won 3 national championships at Nebraska. Mm-hmm. School, student, athlete. Greg believes in them. And when you got a coach like that, then your program's going to be all right.
Absolutely. One thing I always enjoyed was when you were on SNY, you were on the Jets post. Those were great. But I got to ask you, what do you think of what's going on with the Jets right now? Zach Wilson, what are your thoughts?
Well, here's my thing. I was at the game on Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was never in the stadium. It's hard for me to go there. It really, especially when I was coach of the week, so they let us go on the field. Like I want to tackle somebody. Zach Wilson, is he the guy? Is he not the guy? We don't know. He needs more pieces around him for us to find out if he is a guy. That's why I was kind of upset they got rid of Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
I thought he was a guy. But here's the thing. People were saying, his balls are sailing on him. So finally I couldn't take it anymore. And I'm a Jersey boy. My first language is profanity and my second language is English. I said, the dude just had knee surgery.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about mechanics? Mm-hmm. And he goes, well, the guy that fixed the car goes, good. What happens is when you get your right knee, your plant knee, okay, everything has to transfer forward. And when that's not right, the ball's going to have a tendency to sail and or fall short. But people don't think that. People don't really. How about give the kid credit? He's out there and he's still hurt. I'm no doctor, but that's what I saw. You know what I mean?
I was surprised he came back this season with a knee injury.
Type of kid we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Tough. We got the right GM. We got the right coach. We haven't had that in a long friggin' time. Woody's back. All the pieces are starting to fall in place. We just need pieces that are going to cross the white lines on the green, and then things will change. I think Saleh was a great hire. Eric Bieniemy or Saleh, or I would have raised some hell. You would have heard about it on Twitter or something. How to get after it. Saleh's a guy who reminds me of Parcells a little bit because he's going to get the best out of you whether you like it or not. He's going to make you a better player. He's going to hold you accountable. You know, in this day and age in the game that I played a long time ago, it's changed. Guys are bigger, guys are faster. But they got a little bit more attitude. You know what I mean? I was just happy to be out there. I can be out. I miss it. That's why when I'm on the field, it wasn't good. Like, I started getting, like, panic attack stuff. Like, I miss it that much, and I retired in 2005. Will they be better? We finally have the right coach. We finally have the right GM. Woody came back from what he was doing.
You need the guy who cuts the checks in the building, basically.
I need the guy who is passionate and wants to, and I'm not saying his brother wasn't, it just has a little bit more knowledge of the whole thing.
Absolutely. Ray, this was fantastic. Thank you so much,
anytime, man. My pleasure.
We're here on Fox Sports Radio New Jersey, here with David Tyree, Super Bowl champion of the New York Giants. David, just what brings you out here today, and just tell me about how you got involved with an NFL alumni for this event.
Proud to be a member of the NFL Alumni, New York, New Jersey chapter. Great opportunity here, partnering with St. Joseph's Hospital. And really it's just about spreading awareness about the opportunities in our community, people getting vaccinated, get their boosters, and really most importantly being informed, making well-informed decisions that can help us stay healthy and stem the tide.
Just tell me more about the importance of an event like this, especially now where you have this Omicron variant and you have all these games being postponed and people getting the virus again. How important is a clinic like this?
I think it's extremely important. There's never a time where, when we talk about doing our best to get back to a way of life that people are more comfortable with, we have to be just as aggressive as some of the challenges that we're experiencing. And, so obviously partnerships are necessary. Great people, and especially people like us as athletes, and everyone here has made that kind of informed decision that they feel comfortable within their body, and also using their mouth to vocalize the importance of taking the next steps to get educated and hopefully get vaccinated.
Is there something like this kind of personal for you? Do have you spoken to people who who maybe been hesitant to get vaccinated?
I've spoken to a number of people who've been hesitant, and I understand their concerns. So I think the main thing is that my biggest advocacy is for doing the research. Getting informed research. And I think what they'll find is they'll be much more persuaded about the opportunities and the positive things that are coming forth from these, from the vaccinations, from the boosters, and the strides that have been made throughout the world.
I got to ask this question. I know you've been asked this question 367,450 million times, but when that ball is going sailing through the air and you got Rodney Harrison on your back, what are you thinking? And did you even see the ball when it came to you?
I didn't see the ball. I didn't know the ball was on my head, so that's one I've shared a few times. But what I'm thinking is I'm about to make this catch. As a receiver, you throw the high pointed ball. I knew it was going to be a jump ball. Honestly, in my head, I was preparing for contact because I felt like I was open for quite some time. So all those things is what allowed me to, for me, it was just got to get it. We got that sucker.
What are your thoughts about the Giants right now? I know it's been a tough road right for the Big Blue. What are your thoughts to them? What would you say to Giant fans?
I mean, Giants fans got to hold the line, and but they deserve better. We all deserve better brand of football, and I think. It's a tough spot for the coach. I think he's got to continue to, do the best to shape his culture. But the product isn't looking great. But like I said, I think we're hoping to trust in the process and see things turn around.
Awesome. Thank you so much, David.
Yep.